Co. I'm the founder of CAO Cosmetics. I'm here today with 2 times Emmy-Award winners, Kelcey Fry. Absolutely amazing. She specializes on film and television. Today, Kelcey is going to do a quick demonstration on our lovely model, Danielle. So, everyone enjoy it.
I'm Kelcey Fry with CAO Cosmetics, and today we're going to do a demonstration with the entire line of CAO Cosmetics. I'm applying the silicone-based primer very lightly and featherly over the entire skin. There, now the skin is ready for the foundation. So I'm starting with CAO Cosmetics High Definition Flower Extract Foundations. I've selected 3 here, and with the high pigment in the foundation, it gives really great coverage. You only have to use just a small amount to go a long way. When you have areas where you have a little bit of breakout, the foundation will give that a lot of good concealing. You can take a brush. I'm using here one of the CAO Cosmetic brushes. A brush allows you to get more of a concentrated coverage in small areas. Now that I have my foundations on the palette, I can move into my concealer palette and actually add a concealer color into the foundation for a much more natural look. Because she has some blue undertone underneath her eyes, I'm going to add a little concealer in that area as well. From the secondary foundation palette, I selected a darker color to do a little bit of contouring. And then I like to go back with a sponge that has a little bit of the residue of the foundation to blend it out smoothly, just creating a very subtle, natural shadow effect. The red neutralizer mixed in with the foundation will help eradicate those little blemishes that she has there. Now I've combined a little bit of the little orange highlight and a little bit of the lighter highlight with the foundation. And I'm going to place on the top of her cheeks, between the brows, a little under the chin, a little around the corners of the mouth, just a little bit around the nasal area. And we'll just hit it again right here. We'll just take our sponge and gently stipple. I use my fingers a lot. Use the tools, the sponge, your fingers, the brushes. So we're basically modeling her face. We're modeling the highlights and the shadows, bringing out her features, strengthening her features, and pulling out the undertones that are undesirable, that are under her eyes, and the redness from the blemishes. And we're just working everything together, getting our canvas prepared for the makeup. Of all the parts of makeup application, this is the most important. If you have 10 minutes to do a makeup, 7 minutes should be made into doing your foundation. Many times for the award ceremonies, we'll decide to do a dramatic eye and a very natural lip. Or we'll do a natural eye and a very dramatic lip. Today I'm going to go with a dramatic eye and a very natural lip. So I'm going to use the 102 CAO Cosmetics brush with the smoky palette. And I'm going just to use a little bit of this color here, wet to dry, and actually feather in and just accent her eyebrows as they are. Let's move on to the eyeshadow. I like to prepare the entire eyelid with one color, and I'm just going to give an overall color to the entire eyelid area, the immediate eye area right here. I'm going to start with the editorial palette, and I'm going to do a color called Cosmo. Here you see I've got a little bit of the water and the Cosmo mixed together, and I'm just going to hit right where the lashes are at the root, right here. And I'm going to really deposit the color before I think of shape. And I'm going to use that as like my eyeliner. Like I am creating the design that I want. I'm going to take this and I'm going to then move the pigment exactly where I need it. Just what I had put on her eye before. And then I can begin to design the contour that I want. So basically, I'm just creating a foundation of the eye. So we took a break and I had Danielle curl her eyelashes with the eyelash curler. Sometimes I don't mind curling them, but most of the time people prefer to curl their own eyelashes. I like using the gel liners because they glide on really easily, especially when you're using the 253 pencil liner brush. And you can see I'm going to get really close with the gel liner. I'm getting right at the root of the lashes and bringing that gel liner right up to the edge of the corner of the eye. I'm going to take the actual 106 brush that I use and I'm just going to kind of feather that gel liner right on in there like this and just kind of drag it for like a little shadow effect here. I'm going to take the powder zero, I'm going to create a little blanket, and that's going to help for when there's fallout. So I'm taking my fluff brush with this little highlighting color and I start to place a little bit of highlight, just filling in nicely in between the contour color, and I'm actually pressing it in. So I'm going back to my original color Cosmo with a dry brush, and I'm using the nice fluff brush, and I'm just going back in and kind of reinstating the contour of the eye. This is what I was talking about earlier about going back in and being able to do some finishing touches to your eye makeup. Now for the mascara. I'm really trying to feather and to hand paint and get right down to the root with the mascara. You see how I'm rolling, getting the mascara on the top, then lifting, curling. And then you can take your mascara comb. If you need to, you can comb through if you feel like you've got any areas that were a little heavy and you want to clean through, and then you can just kind of lift the eye like this. And we're going to go along the bottom lashes here. And some actresses like mascara on their bottom lashes and some don't. So you may want to, again, consult with the actress and see what is her comfort zone. I do want to mention that CAO Cosmetics does make wonderful eyeliners in different colors, also that you can use to define the eye or to use on the eyebrows. So always check into the eyeliner pencils. CAO Cosmetics makes those as well. I just chose to show you how to use the eyeshadows. Now, back to the eyes. I'm going to take my fluff brush, okay, my number 109, and I'm going to softly just work out that hard line and just soften this out a little bit. So now I'm going to have her look up, and I'm going to take that powder, and you see how that works? I'm just using a clean sponge, one for each side. I'm buffing that out. I'm going to do an overall light powder on her skin, just to kind of set everything we've done before I do the lips. Now I'm going to pick a lip liner. The lip liner is Naked. So I'm just going to create a little shape. I'm going to underline her lower lip to make it less full. And I'm using this to kind of create a ghost shadow as I make her lips just a little bigger. Always take the best part of a person's lips and enhance the lower and the upper that works best for them. Now I'm going to go in and pick a lip color. So I'm going to use my makeup palette, and I'm going to pick up the Allure. And right off the palette, I'm going to use my 104 lip brush. I'm going to start from the inside first. I usually have a person pull their lips together because you can see the shape. And I'm slowly building the shape of her lip. We'll put a lip gloss on after. CAO Cosmetics makes 3 lip glosses. We'll pick one that best suits her. What's nice about these color palettes is if you go, you know what, I want to change that color, you can just clean your palette, grab another little bit of another color, so you can actually mix colors to create a color that best suits your choice. And then if you want something that's a little bit more detailed, you can use your 108. So I'm going to take the 108 lip brush and really be able to get in here and really create that shape. See how that just really glides over and gives you the opportunity to just make the shape that you need. So now we'll pick a lip gloss, and I think that we're going to go, since we have a pink going, we're going to go with candy pink. With my 108 brush. There we go. Last but not least, we will take our bronzing powder. So we're just going to do just an overall final little, what we call accent shading. So we're going to give her a little bit underneath the jawline and kind of tie in her neck color a little bit. Really give a nice shape, nice sharpness to her jaw. Maybe just a little bit on the high forehead. A little bit to bring the contour back. If you needed to add red neutralizer over the area again, remember we have our palette and we have that little bit of red neutralizer mixed with the base that was in your concealer palette. This is kind of finalizing my makeup. It's kind of like when you're cooking, you're just doing that last bit of garnish to make sure everything is beautiful. You dismount and you're done.